Hello everyone, Sonic117 here, and the Expedition 33 free thank you update just dropped, and it came with a bunch of new, extremely difficult super bosses. Or at least they would be if we don't find cheese strats for them. So here I have a quick guide to how to beat Simon. I say quick, but this video is probably going to be long just because the dude's got a lot of health on him. And we're going to be using two main characters to essentially make this fight nearly free. So first off, our first group that's going to be going in is Verso. It doesn't really matter who's with him as long as it's not Sciel, because she's going to be the second one. And what you're going to need on Verso is the Simoso sword. This is the sword that you get for defeating Simon in the base game, and I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you've probably already done that. And the reason you need this sword is because it grants you immunity from death as long as you start the turn at rank S. He will drop to rank A, but he will never die, and then you can just build back up to rank S. And the only other important thing is that you need to stack his agility as high as you can, so use whatever pictos grant you speed increases. It doesn't matter what specific pictos you have, just stack as much damage and AP gain as you can get to make the fight go faster. And I would also recommend making sure that he can buff and debuff Simon fully so that you can maximize the speed difference. That's really all that you need on Verso. Minoko doesn't really matter. I'm just bringing him along. I did use the Clay's Death picto on him just so that Verso will get more damage when he dies. Because, again, Minoko's probably going to die pretty quickly, and it really doesn't matter. Again, it doesn't need to be Minoko. If yours is better and he does more damage, then by all means, you can send him in with the second squad. But, yeah. And then the other linchpin of this strategy is Sciel. Her weapon doesn't really matter at all. It is all about the delaying slash skill, which will allow you to infinitely delay Simon's turn so that he never gets to play, and this is for the second phase, because in this fight, he forces you to use two teams. There's no way to skip the second phase where he erases your first team, so you're just going to have to deal with it. I would highly recommend you use the first strike picto on Sciel so that you guarantee that she gets to fight first. You can also do this with Verso, but I don't find it necessary. And again, you just want to stack as much AP gain and speed as you can get, just to make sure that she continually gets her turn. And then I would also recommend bringing a buff bot, which is essentially what Maelle is going to be here for. Given her rush on powerful and like powerful on shell, rush on powerful, so that whenever she uses guard up, she gives all three stats. And she also gives out all of the stats that she needs to. I'll actually give rush here. It's a lot better. Her damage does not matter. All that matters is that she keeps playing, and then Lune is just there for the ride, going to be doing a bunch of damage alongside Sciel. But it really doesn't matter what you put on her. So I think that's everything that's necessary for the strategy. If I come across anything while I'm playing that I forgot about, I will make sure to start. But yeah, we're about to walk in here, and as soon as you start the fight, he's going to use his light speed attack. And one important thing to note is that you cannot parry the last hit, you need to dodge it. So let's quickly go in there.
Oh well.
Sometimes he does the double variant. This is the only attack you really need to dodge. As soon as Verso gets his turn, the fight is basically over. So as long as you can just get to Verso's turn, you're good. Yeah, this is the part that might screw you. Yeah, okay. Whoops. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna turn on first strike just so this doesn't happen. Hey man, I'm human. I do these things impromptu sometimes. Alright, so I'm just gonna quickly give him first strike. But if you can dodge that attack, then you can definitely get through this. So let me see. What can I give up here? Real quick. He doesn't need combo attack. Let's just give him, where is it? First strike, first strike, first strike. There we go. Alright. So now we got it. Now we just gotta dodge the light speed attack again. Silly me. Sorry, guys.
Your turn to shine.
He did the double Baron again. He's trying to set me up. All that matters is that you survive this attack. And do not parry the last hit, because it will just erase your team if you try. Essentially like this, the fight is won, because all we're going to do is just build up to rank S. So I'm just going to stack a whole bunch of bullets into him and just keep it going. I don't really have any easy skills right now, so I'm just going to keep going. And as you can see, I do not care. I'm just going to let him hit me. You can dodge these if you want to make it easier to get your S rank back, but you don't really need to at all. If you want to guarantee that you get your S rank back, you can just use the light holder skill. And that will instantly put you back at S. Minoko is just here. He's probably going to die very soon, but you might as well just throw some stuff at him, right? So now we can just abuse Berserk Slash on him to get a lot of damage. That is a chunk, look at that. Just keep debuffing him over and over again. And I'm not going to save Minoko here, I'm just going to let him die. What a show. Yeah, so now he's gone, but Verso gets a permanent damage bonus. And like I said, I don't need to dodge this, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, I'm just going to do this, get some light holder, just so I actually, yeah, let's just do it. I don't want to make this inconsistent. Now I'll just use Berserk Slash again. Or actually, I should probably base attack. I got another turn after this, it's fine. Okay, we apply the buffs and debuffs.
Bring it on.
You can parry this stuff if you want to. I don't really think there's a point. This is gonna hurt. Oh, yeah. Gradient Overcharge is awesome. You don't need all these damage boosts, it's just gonna make the fight go faster. So, it's always preferable. Why not? Show off. Might make it go faster.
Maximum damage.
So...
Got this. I'll manage.
just gotta keep this going until he eventually decides to go to the next phase. Oh my god! That hurts so much. And there it goes. That was actually very fast. So luckily Sciel gets to go first. So we're gonna make sure everyone's buffed. Ready to start. And then we're gonna just beat the crap out of him. And then on your last turn with Sciel, you gotta make sure to use the delay and slash. So I'm just gonna drop it for AP. Again, the weapon you use does not matter. This one is just good for damage. And yep, as long as Sciel goes before Simon's next turn, you are good. You should be pretty consistent on this. Like I said, Maelle is pretty much just going to be the buff bot of the group. She doesn't need to do much else, so I'm just going to be using a lot of guard up to increase my team's shields. The reason why I'm stacking shields is just to make use of the shield damage buffs. Pick those, you're not going to need them. So, well, do the ringer here. With the lane slash. Make sure that you are applying cards to use this. So if you don't have this weapon, which is you get from the duelist, you can use the Charn-on weapon from Memoir's drafts, which applies cards on crit. So that can also work. And should work. Yep, there you go. So as long as we just keep doing this, we're good. So the rest of this is just whittling him down. In fact, I could use Fire Rage, but I could. Might make this go faster, right? I'll stick with what works. I'm not gonna modify my strategy too much here. Also, Lightning Dance does a lot of damage if you get the right stance for it, as so. Once again, just going to be buffing up the team. I do get 2 turns with her, even though the game doesn't say I do. It's a little weird. Just gotta make sure you're always using delay and slash on the last one. So we just gotta do the same thing again.
Here we go.
As soon as you get to the required number of AP for delayed slash, you can just go for it. Mine is at 4 because I'm using the AP discount. It doesn't really matter. Alright, Sciel gets to go again. Now I'm going to use Gustav's Homage real quick, just so I can double the shields faster using the weapon. Yep, now everyone is going to have 9 shields. Now, all she's doing is buff botting. So... Look at that damage. That's all from a base attack. That's crazy. I could probably finish him off with the end slice. Why fix what isn't broken, right? And yeah, he just never gets to play the game. This is going to be the entire strategy. We're just going to keep doing this again. Yep, he's just screwed. He doesn't get to play the game. This is gonna hurt. If she had Gradient Overcharge on her turn, that would be doing a lot. Wow, there's a lot of stacks. So we'll call a storm here. Again, I could probably finish him off on this turn, but don't fix what isn't broken. Just keep being consistent.
Let the ink flow.
Could probably just do it here. Why not? Right?
Now, be gone.
Just for the nice finisher. Yep, and that's it. I really like these ending animations they made for these. And that's it. So I hope you guys appreciated this guide. Oh, and I got an achievement. Nice. And thanks for watching.